In any college football season, ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Receiver comes in motion. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The transition of Alabama quarterbacks over the years has been fascinating, from the dreaded game manager label to playmaker.
To playmaker, to spread it out, to Heisman winner. I mean, that's how much this offense has changed and evolved, and they're going to be aggressive, and they're going to score points in this new age era.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. He rifles one deep to the left, and that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
And quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and go, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him. But I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Grab behind the line, it's Williams. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! A great catch and run for 6.
I love the aggressive nature of the play calling there. In the opening drive of the game, you have an opportunity on 4th down, obviously, to just kick a field goal, take the lead early, establish some momentum. Instead, they get aggressive. They go for it, and not just get it. They score a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for it all. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. There he goes. He's at the touchdown, Bama. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Kansas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Cats in a statement win if there ever was one. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with work done work, you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
That's reeled in. It's Robinson. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They'll try to power it in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened here.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The early scripts have work trying to add to this 14-7 lead. To the air, it's Russell. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Showing the arm strength to the left. Pulls it in down the sideline. Open spaces. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And the Noles can really attack on this 2nd and short. The run to the left. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Glover. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Making the running back a weapon in the passing game makes it so difficult on the defense to cover everything.
No doubt. And listen, there's so many matchups across the board. If I'm playing offense, I'm going to assess it. Like, where do I have a speed advantage? Is it a running back versus a linebacker? Is it a receiver versus a corner? Whatever it is, I'm going to find it. And you could tell it was the running back, and they took advantage.
Grab near the marker. It's Robinson. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant and go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gain.
And the Seminoles have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Glover. Spins away from the defender. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. On 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Fire. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And his offense has put together a really nice drive, man. You really want to pay this off. Obviously, 3rd down approaching. Got to be smart with the football, but we want to cut into this lead as much as possible. Down a couple possessions. This will be huge right before the half.
Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. On the move. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers the two. Trying to pay it off on second and goal. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can the D deny them on second and goal? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You've got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Get the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on fourth and goal from the 4. This quarterback part of their running game. Tried to fight his way in, but they get him on the ground at the 2, and it's a fourth and goal stop.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a design quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth down.
Oh, they had the screen all set up on first down, and he couldn't make the catch. Behind the chains now on second and long. Might be calling a hot route. Backs against the wall, and they'll let it fly again. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Off the play fake. Fires to the right. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it
here. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On
football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it to the right side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up. And now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Fighting off the defender. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
I love that play call by the offensive coordinator, because on 3rd down, you throw a bunch of wide receivers out there. Everybody on defense thinks you're going to be throwing the football. Instead, you hand it off to your running back, and he shows great vision. He knows where the sticks are, picks up the 1st down. And this offense, they've got some momentum going there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to scramble. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Dumps it to the back. This time he's got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Seminoles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Got his man, and he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Man, it's so nice to have guys out wide that you just trust that you can feed the football, and this guy will do the rest. Will cross that goal line, will take care of you, make you look like a genius. That's that kind of guy right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tennessee opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Now on the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now on first down from the 30. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback will keep it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
To the air on second down. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down and one that did not pay off. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Leaves it with the running back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown time.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Big-time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let him get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the back. Quick spin on the ride. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's McCoy. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Great coverage. coverage, great break on the ball, had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's not the start they hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the offense came out aggressively here in the second half, but they can't put the drive together and spit it up on the turnover.
I'll tell you, this defense has a lot of athletes, and they've got a lot of guys with ball skills. If you put the football anywhere around them in their vicinity and their ability to catch the football, they'll come down with it. This quarterback has got to be way more careful here in the second half.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on second and short. Handoff to the lone back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
On the run, it's Young. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella is always open. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lacy. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Got to pick up a few to move the sticks here on third down from their own 20. The give from the gun. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up. It breaks into the open.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Noles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The short hands, it's Lucas. At the 35, he's open. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Gonna run it. It's Lucas. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It'd be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
On 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Pittman. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. You just take the profit. Let's keep going.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Noles. You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off play action on first down. Unloads it downfield. He's got it down the left. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Might as well try to punch them while they're reeling. You get one huge play to set it up. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 40. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They dragged him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field.
They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll let one fly from deep in his own territory. Catch in the middle. It's Sawchuk. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Going deep. And is knocked away. And incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times when you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DB's not. This time you can tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly. He's got him this time. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with the first down in the final period. To the ground with the back. Turning it on! And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
And the Seminoles are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Robinson. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's fourth and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done. They'll get you the win.
A run for the quarterback. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. So going for it on fourth down is one thing, quite another to say we're going to run it for a couple.
Yeah, that's impressive because that was a long 2 yards. And I think there are a lot of coaching staffs out there that would have probably tried to throw it or get their quarterback on the perimeter or give him a run-pass option, but not this offense. They believe in their guys up front to get down in a three-point stance and drive off the ball, and it works out.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
On the move, it's Ocha. Makes the tackle right at the 28-yard line. Pick up a 5, and they'll move the sticks.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
And the Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls out.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's at this point of the game where you've got to have great pass protection if you're going to come back and win. You're only down 1 possession here. You need to give this guy time. They just weren't able to do it on that last one. That's why it's incomplete.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Robinson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's a 1-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back. Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and if I get a few 1st downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Russell. Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to get the corner. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He got a step and just dusted the field. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the back. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st down from back at their own 24-yard line. To the air on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass was broken up, incomplete. And there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. Holding on the offense accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Offense set on first down. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Well, you don't see this very often. So much for fighting until the bitter end as they'll take the unvictory formation. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up.